Hello everyone, I'm Crisanta Crisostomo Ronda from grade 11 section Ceres, the group leader of American Cuisine group. For our research entitled Nisaka, the level of acceptability of niyog, saging, and kawayan patty. A research paper presented to the faculty of Tanay Senior High School, Tanay Rizal, in partial fulfillment of the requirements for practical research 1. Nisaka, the level of acceptability of niyog, saging, and kawayan patty.
Chapter 1 Introduction. This chapter presents the background of the study and the purpose of the study, theoretical framework, statement of the problem, scope and limitation of the study, and definition of terms.
In the background of the study, Filipino cuisine, Filipino lutuing Pilipino, pagkain Pilipino is composed of the cuisines of more than 100 distinct ethno-linguistic groups found throughout the Philippine archipelago. However, a majority of mainstream Filipino dishes that compose Filipino cuisine are from the cuisines of Ilocano, Pangasinan, Kapampangan, Tagalog, Bicolano, Visayas, Chavacano, and Maranao ethno-linguistic group. Filipino has a unique taste in terms of food. This explains the continuous discovery of various Filipino which eventually give rise to the Filipino cuisine. Nisaka patty is like a burger patty which is flattened, usually round, but it's made by the combination of coconut milk, banana peel, and bamboo shoots as alternative of meat. Nisaka patty is filled with a twist of fresh milk and cheese to taste salty and sweet. A patty, in British English, is a flattened and round serving of ground meat and legumes, grains, vegetable, or meat alternative. In British English, minced meat that is formed into a dish is called a burger. Whether it is in a bread roll or not, and the ingredients are compacted and shaped, usually cooked and served in various ways. Nisaka patty is a healthy recipe for everyone, made from coconut milk, banana peel, and bamboo shoots. This is one of a kind and at the same time nutritious and delicious. A great substitute for ground meat. Humans has different perception in terms of taste and divided into different categories. There are some kids do not want to eat vegetables, while some teenagers and adults like salty and spicy. The reason why we eat what we eat is multifactorial and changes from person to person. Maarte po Alman, Ingrid Steen Lewis in Context, 2019. But food choice can also be influenced by other characteristics that correspond to personal preference, sustainability of labels for fair trade, organic tables, or health-related information such as health claims. In this study, researchers consider the value of different characteristics of taste, which is related to the study of Nisaka, the level of acceptability of niyog, saging, and kawayan patty. Therefore, researchers thought new recipe that the ingredients are made up of raw and considered as a vegetable that can be alternative to meat. Republic Act 11-293, an act adopting innovation as vital component of the country's development policies to drive inclusive development, promote the growth and national competitiveness of micro, small, and medium enterprises. Section 2, Declaration of Policy. It is hereby declared the policy of the state to foster innovation as a vital component of national development and sustainability economic growth. Pursuant to Section 10, Article 14 of the Constitution that recognizes science and technology as essential for national development and progress, and gives priority to research and development, inventions, innovation, and their utilization. According to Elizabeth Rosin, different food preferences are basically rooted in differing flavor principles among cuisine. Flavor principles are the unique flavor components of food of differing cultures. Furthermore, the study of Practical Research 1 entitled Nisaka, the level of acceptability of niyog, saging, and kawayan patty will be similar to the existing study of banana peel patty. In this study, the researchers will use banana peel and bamboo shoots labong as alternative to meat because it can be found in the market or in backyard, and it is also not seasonal unlike the other ingredients.
Theoretical framework. In this study, the researchers will use theory of food preference, while the theory of food choice is the proponent to the study together with the theory of food innovation of the food consumption for the level of acceptability of nyog, saging, and kawayan patty. Theory of food preference is connected to the study of the researchers for the level of acceptability of nyog, saging, and kawayan patty and will convey information regarding the significant ability of human in terms of food preference. Food choice will be most influenced approach of the researchers based on the theory of food innovation derived from qualitative and quantitative research. Food innovation is the development and commoditization of a new product that will compromise appearance, taste, and texture. Developing a new product requires a correct sensory evaluation and a complete understanding of the new consumer's acceptance to the new product. Furthermore, perception of the respondent select, organize, and interpret sensation, which is the quick response of the sensory for appearance, taste, and texture. This study of perception will focus on how the respondent will react for the researchers to reach the decision. In line with that, the theory or relevance of the study of the researchers for the level of nyog, saging, and kawayan patty.
Conceptual framework. The conceptual framework is based on the ideas of the researchers for the level of acceptability of nyog, saging, and kawayan patty, including the independent and the dependent variable in the output. The first is the coconut that represents the independent variable, which is the profile of the respondent in terms of position, sex, and age. Added by banana peel represent the dependent variable, which is the perception of the respondent in terms of appearance, taste, and texture, and added by the bamboo shoot or labong represent the output, which is the level of acceptability of nyog, saging, and kawayan patty, followed by the short arrow from the coconut to burger, and bamboo shoot to burger that shows the connection of independent, dependent variables and output of Nisaka patty.
To the statement of the problem, number 1, how is Nisaka patty developed and created? Number 2, what is the profile of respondent in terms of position, sex, and age? Number 3, what is the level of acceptability of niyog, saging, and kawayan patty in terms of appearance, taste, shelf life, and texture? And number 4, is there a significant difference on the level of acceptability of the innovated Nisaka, the level of acceptability of niyog, saging, and kawayan patty, as perceived by the respondents with respect to the given aspects?
Hypothesis. This study will test the null hypothesis, which will state that there is no significant difference on the level of acceptability of niyog, saging, and kawayan patty.
For the scope and limitations of the study aimed to know the level of acceptability of niyog, saging, and kawayan patty as a new product with the help of 30 respondents 18 years old and above to determine the level of acceptability of the product. The respondents will answer the questionnaires by their profile and will answer the following questions in terms of the appearance, taste, shelf life, and texture. This study will be conducted at Tabinglawa Restaurant along Barangay San Isidro, Tanay Rizal. The study involves 30 respondents who were chosen for purposive. The researchers will use mixed method developmental research, which 30 respondents 18 years old and above will involve and answer the questionnaires provided by the researchers.
Definition of terms. The following terms will define based the answer of the respondents. Filipino cuisine. Filipino cuisine is composed of the cuisines of more than 100 distinct ethno-linguistic groups found throughout the Philippines archipelago. Ethno-linguistic group is a group that unified by both common ethnicity and language. Banana peel. It is called banana skin in British English. Is the outer covering of the banana fruit. Bamboo shoots. Bamboo shoots are edible shoots of bamboo plants that are featured in many types of Asian cuisine. Sustainability focuses on meeting the needs of the parents without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. Health claims is a statement about a food and what it could do for your health when eaten a part of healthy diet.
In Chapter 2, Research Methodology. This chapter presents the research design, setting up the study, subject of the study, source of data, and procedure of the study. In research design, the researchers will use mixed method developmental descriptive research approach to determine the level of acceptability of niyog, saging, and kawayan patty. Mixed method will represent the interpretation of quantitative and qualitative data and will perform the statistical techniques and will gather information from the existing respondent. In line with the researchers will state that mixed method research approach is related to the study of the acceptability of the product. In this study, researchers' method will involve 30 respondents that will individually answer the questionnaires that the researchers provided.
Of the study. This study will be conducted at Kainan sa Tabing Lawa, located at Barangay San Isidro, Tanay Rizal, near at famous Tanay Parola Lighthouse. Kainan sa Tabing Lawa traces its humble beginning as a small coffee shop in 1967 named the Fisherman's Hut. The coffee shop metamorphosized as a restaurant when Mr. Benjamin Catolos Mendoza and Mrs. Lilia San Luis Mendoza, the founders, decided to buy fresh catch fish of fishermen every morning in order to help them living. Through the years, Kainan sa Tabing Lawa became well known not only in Tanay but also nearby towns of the province as far as Metro Manila. The existence of Kainan sa Tabing Lawa has renamed through its mission of serving deliciously and healthy food at a price people can afford and in warm and friendly manner. Consequently, the researchers come up with the idea that the study was good to be conducted in this restaurant for the level of acceptability of nyog, saging, and kawayan patty by using purpose and go-to sampling to their respective respondent.
Subject of the study. The researchers will aim to determine the level of acceptability of Nisaka based on the respondent's answer. The idea of existing product will be given by the researchers in conceptualizing the process including the appearance, taste, and texture. This study will use quota sampling, which is the researchers need to have 10 respondents and every day within 3 days, and it will be conducted at Tabing Lawa Restaurant along by Barangay San Isidro, Tanay Rizal. And this study will involve 30 respondents with the age 18 years old and above and will answer the questionnaires provided by the researchers.
Source of data. The researchers will use primary, secondary, and 5 points. Likert rating, scale interpretation through gathering data. The primary source will use the personal interview and the answers of the respondents for level of acceptability of niyog, saging, and kawain patty. Furthermore, the secondary source will use through searching in the internet via visiting a different website for gathering information, and to conceptualize the purpose of the study. To interpret the level of acceptability of niyog, saging, and kawain patty, the researchers will going to use the table below.
A statistical treatment to demonstrate the process of the level of acceptability of niyog, saging, and kawayan patty to determine the profile of the respondent in terms of position, sex, and age. To determine the level of acceptability of niyog, saging, and kawayan patty in terms of appearance, taste, shelf life, and texture.
Procedure of the study. The study procedure are followed by the grand chart. First, the researcher formulating the title of the study and follow the editing chapter 1 and 2. Then the researchers submit for the distribution of Chapter 1 and 2 and will followed by the colloquium. After the colloquium, the researchers will gather all the perceivable variables and researchers will analyze and will follow making Chapter 3 and 4 of the study, then will proceed for the final oral defense, and after the oral defense, the researchers will submit the final manuscript of the study.
Thank you, American Group Cuisine members. And that is the first two chapters of our research, Nisaka, the level of acceptability of niyog, saging, and kawayan patty. Thank you.